All right, cool. Yeah, we're there. Awesome. Hey, good morning, everybody. Hey out there on the internet, all of you out there, welcome. So as some of you know, most of you hopefully would know, my name is Zach. I'm a chef. I like to cook. I like to eat well. And I also like to teach people and show people how to eat well and how to really fill themselves nutritiously, deliciously, and, you know, enjoy the meal, the healthy meal that they have coming. Some folks, not so much on learning or knowing how to cook healthy food in a way that makes it taste good. So, you know, you do what you got to do, and I'm here to help you all out with that. This is the first time I've ever done a live stream cooking video, so we're gonna see how this goes. I've done lots of cooking, but not on camera for y'all. So let's see how this all goes. I got a few simple ingredients. We're making essentially a breakfast dish, like a breakfast hash, sweet potato, random veggies, egg, a little bit of fruit. Super simple, super straightforward. So grab your stuff. All you really need is 2 pans. You need your eggplant, and I hope you have an eggpan. And then, of course, just a big old fry pan, something that you can do all the veggies you're going to want to do, as well as cooking the potato. First thing we need to do is crank that bad boy up. Get that up on high. Get your pan. Fill it up with, you know, a ½ inch, maybe a bit more of water. Great. So I got yay much in there. There's not a lot. It's like halfway up my knuckle. Maybe my covers my fingernail. Season your water. A lot of folks, you know, you don't always think about this stuff. Throw the seasoning in there. I'm throwing salt, and it's not just salt. I got a little bit of garlic powder in there, and because this is how I like my sweet potato, put a little bit of curry on there, and a little bit of chili powder going in there. I got a burner. Okay, cool. We're going to bring that to a boil as quick as we can, so I'm going to throw the lid on there. While it gets heating, I got half a sweet potato here. That's all I'm doing. You can do more, you can do less, whatever works best for you. Go ahead. Sharp knife always key. We want to cut this in a way. Please be safe. Keep the fingers in and safe. Thumb back. We want to cut this in a way that it's nice and small, tiny cubes if at all possible. The smaller you cut it, the quicker it cooks. And try not to cut too much at once, guys. You know, it's safety first, right? So small, tiny. Cut your matchsticks first. Do 1 layer at a time, 2 layers at a time. Do what's comfortable for you, but don't rush with your cutting. Be safe. Keep the fingers safe. So there we go. I mean, I like to do 2 layers at a time as a max because that mid layer slides. So I'll do 2 at a time. Crank it out. There you go. It doesn't need to be exact. It doesn't need to be precise, but if you can get them around the same size, everything's going to cook in about the same length of time. Fingers in, thumb in, chop, chop, chop. Use a sharp knife. Dangerous knives are the dull ones. Sharp knives are the safe ones because you know what to expect from a sharp knife, right? A sharp knife, it really does the trick. It cuts through things you know what to expect. A dull knife, on the other hand, you got to put force and pressure. Not so good. So I got a bunch of these little sweet potato cubes in here. I got my water cranked, max volume. Dump my potatoes in here. Here's a little pro tip for y'all. Taste your water. Make sure it tastes good. If your water doesn't taste good, your food's not going to taste good, right? Same thing with your pasta water. You want your pasta water a little bit salty just to add that salt flavor to your pasta. So plain pasta sucks, right? You want that flavor in there. So while our potatoes come to a boil, and they're going to go quicker than you think, grab a little bit of broccoli, or, well, for me, broccoli. You grab whatever works for you. If you find this is easy, just go ahead. Take your head of broccoli. Let's see. You see what I got going on there? And boop, off she goes. That one hit the ground. I'm not going to use that one, but guys, it's that easy. Just cut. I got a bunch of these florets. I've already washed these. I've got a bunch of these florets ready to go. Let's take this opportunity, inspect them, make sure they're rinsed off, make sure you're not getting any of the gross stuff. Cut it into long, relatively thin strands. And also, pro tip for those of you who spend a lot of time in the kitchen, like myself, when you're cutting, pull your shoulders away from your ears, just like when you're planking. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, activate your back, and that way you're not getting trap syndrome, right? You want to keep the traps loose and released, relaxed. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. All right, so keep chugging away. Broccoli, broccoli, broccoli. Awesome work. Here we go. Try to keep your cutting board clean as well, everyone. You know, you get a big, messy cutting board covered in a bunch of junk, a bunch of foodstuffs. You're having to work around stuff. You don't want to have to work around stuff. You want to keep your cutting board relatively clear. It doesn't need to be clean, but you want to keep it clear. Boom, boom, boom. Chop, chop, chop. Again, fingers nice and safe. Okay, broccoli sorted. I got a red pepper. Correction, I have half a red pepper. I've already started using this one, shaved off the outside. So if I have a full pepper, just so you guys know how to cut these the easy, safe way, and also in a way that allows you to deal with less of those little seeds, go ahead, take your side of your pepper, cut all the way down, right? You cut around the outside of your pepper, cutting around the seeds, and then you can just, like I've done already, you can see, pull out all your seeds. They come out super easy. So that's what I recommend, but you do you. If you have your preferred way involving some crazy technique, I don't know, by all means, share it in the comments. But you do what works for you, right? These little tips and tricks that I might provide in my cooking videos, the little tips and tricks are just things that you can use or not use at your discretion, but they may make your life easier. And that's what it's all about. Work smart, not hard, right? Cool. So my pepper's all done, covered in broccoli. Pop that in there. Hi, everybody out there. Cool. All right, and I got a zucchini. Super easy. I just cut the tips off. Lengthwise. Quarter it. You just work your way down. Go as slow as you need. If you guys only need to do 1/4 of your zucchini, one stick at a time, do one stick at a time. If you want to do the whole thing at once like I just did, if you have the skills for it, go for it, but go slow. You don't have to rush. So again, quick meal, right? So we are plowing through this still. Those sweet potatoes don't take very long to cook at all. Pull off your lid. Let's see. I always recommend taking one of the bigger ones. They're pretty much cooked, right? Soft. We're going to be putting these back in the fry pan for a few minutes, so that's okay, right? If there's a little bit of a al dente to them, that's fine. Go ahead, drain them out. I use the lid of my pan because I don't want to dirty up a colander. So I got my curried sweet potato here. Give it a good drain. Get as much as you can out of there. Awesome. Now I'm making this for more than one meal. So I can use what I want and save the rest of these sweet potatoes for later. Store your sweet potatoes. They go great cold on a salad. All kinds of fun stuff you can do with your sweet potato. A little pile in your plate here. We don't need to do extra, but they will be going back in the fry pan. So that's probably how much I want on my plate. That's how much I'm going to want to eat. There we go. Scrapey, scrapey. Back on heat. Take your lid off of your big jar of coconut oil. You can use butter, you can use coconut oil, you can use avocado oil. I don't recommend cooking with olive oil, and I don't recommend those seed oils. They're not so good for you. So there we go. Get your oil starting to warm up, melt down in that pan, and crank that heat back up. Get rid of our lid. I think we're good there. Swirl that around. Pan's getting nice and hot, yeah? We don't need to mess around. Drop your broccoli in. Pan should already be fairly warm. Cool, broccoli's going. I got my peppers. I'm gonna throw my zucchini in there. But I want that broccoli to get going first. I want a little bit of cooking done there first before I drop this in. Zucchini breaks down real quick and easy, right? You can eat it raw. I mean, you can eat broccoli raw too, but with our zucchini, it cooks down and it turns to mush real quick and easy. So we're not going to try, we aren't going to cook this as long as our broccoli. Smash that broccoli. Lo and behold, while our broccoli's going, turn up the egg pan. Get that egg pan going. You're looking 6, 7, depends on, you know your egg pan. I don't know your egg pan. You go to your heat for your egg pan. You know what though? Eggs need butter. Okay? I'm a firm believer. Eggs always need butter. Coconut oil is great. Egg down. Coconut oil is great for eggs, but I'm a bigger fan of butter. So throw your butter in there. Broccoli's going. Just keep it moving. You can use your spatula, you can just move your pan around, whatever it is. As it starts to pick up some color and start really sizzling, throw some seasoning on there. Get that flavor in early. I love garlic powder. And a little bit of salt. Salt never hurt nobody. Sorry, pepper. Black pepper. Pepper never hurt nobody. And I'm absolutely wild with my bread, man. I cover my stovetop all the time. If it happens to you, just know that it's not because you're not a pro chef. It's just because you like to get her done like I do. All right, so here we go. Broccoli's almost there. Look at that. Pan's starting to get warm. That butter's melted. I don't know how long this stream has been going on, but it's not going to go on much longer because these eggs, the broccoli, the zucchini, it all doesn't take very long. Okay. Broccoli's good. Drop in your eggs in, or sorry, your eggs, your zucchini and your peppers. Perfect. Awesome. Oh yeah. Effie bought this egg pan the other day for like $6, and I was like, we don't need another egg pan, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a good egg pan. I really like it. All right, and while we're at it, I just got a little apple a day, right? So I'm gonna split this for Effie and I. You cut your apple how you wish. You keep your insides in, keep your insides, whatever. Do you, and have fun with it. A little bit of fruit with my breakfast personally, especially because I do tend to be quite active. So I need to make sure that I'm getting all those calories in where I can. Little egg goes around. You cook as long or as not long as you need. I'm personally a big fan of over lightly, over easy. Over medium is also terrific. I'm a big fan of over medium. Depends on what you're doing. I think for this though, I think an over medium would be good. So I'm going to bring that volume down a little bit. Let's go flip. Little tiny egg flip. Guys, we're almost done. Seriously. Betty, how long have we been going? Oh, hey, look, there's a bunch of you beautiful people out there. I don't know how long we've been going, but honestly, like, how long have we been here? It can't be that long, right? We got a little bit of an egg. We got a little bit of sweet potato. We got a little bit of veggies. We got a full meal in front of us. Cool. Eggs almost done. I mean, these veggies are done. We can eat these now. They're warm, they're toasty. I am a catastrophe with diced peppers. A little bit more salt. Crank the heat down. Cool. Make sure it tastes good. Egg off heat. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Okay. And then just because it's me, I'm going to take my portion of sweet potato, mix it around a little bit in there. Cool. Veg everywhere. I'm not a big fancy plate kind of guy. I'm not a tweezer chef. I don't like having leaves in special places and all of that. No. Pile it on, have fun, enjoy it. There we go. Egg goes on. Couple pieces of apple. We got a couple pieces of apple left over for Aki. There we go. Everything else in the compost. We're sorted, guys. Honestly, a lot of folks think that breakfast has to be a big, tough, complicated meal, or they think it has to be the easiest meal of the day, and they just pour dessert into a bowl. Dessert, also known as cereal. So, you know what, guys? This didn't take very long. Yeah, it's going to take longer than a bowl of cereal, but weigh your pros and cons, figure it out. This veg, you know what? I got this double batch. I could save this for tomorrow, reheat it up. I could save it for breakfast, lunch. I could throw it on a salad. There's all kinds of options there. So, by all means, it's that easy. It's that simple. I don't think we've been going that long. So, you know, do what you guys want to do what feels good for you, do what tastes good for you, use whatever spices, all of the above. Super simple, super straightforward, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sweet potatoes, a bunch of veggies, egg, a little bit of fruit, deliciousness. Keep that shit up. By all means, friends, have a wonderful time. I hope you liked this. If you guys did like this little live cooking video, go ahead, share it with your friends, comment, all of the above. And please follow me on chefzak on Facebook, of course, also at Instagram at chefzak_food and fitness. Yeah, and if you have any questions or anything like that, hit me up, shoot me a message. I'm around. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon, and we'll have breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call this, again sometime later. Cheers.